Fighting is the part I like the most.
Oh my god, dude, you need to die like now.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, tasty morsels. Greetings, tasty morsels. Today we're going to watch The Last of Us episode 8. I don't even know what this one is called yet, actually. I was having a little bit of connectivity issues, so I was working on that and forgot to even check the title. I think I saw it out of the corner of my eyes, though. It was like something like A Time of Need or When in Need or something like that, I think. But anyway, last week we got the, very sad flashback story of what happened when Ellie basically went out to the mall with her best friend Riley, who she also was nursing a bit of a crush on. And it was, as I described it in the description, basically her best and worst day ever, Like, she went on this roller coaster of emotions, basically, where her friend, who had been missing, I think, for about 2 weeks at that point, suddenly shows back up, gets her to come out with her to this abandoned mall that's supposedly super dangerous, and was sealed up as a result. Um, Shows her the four wonders of the mall, plus one because of the awesome escalator ride. She just had just a beautiful, magical night, but then finds out that her friend is leaving and she might not ever see her again. And that's why she invited her out, basically, because she wanted to have a chance to say goodbye to her. But, finally, basically, they expressed their feelings for each other. Ellie had what I'm pretty sure was her first kiss. And then an infected showed up and ruined everything. And all of this was bookended by the decision of whether or not to leave Joel and head back to Jackson Hole to have Tommy help her get to where she needed to go instead, and basically just let Joel die all by himself in that cold house. And she chose not to. She chose to stay behind and try to help him. And just beautiful acting throughout the entire episode. Like, you could really feel the weight of the loss that she had previously experienced. Joel's conflicting emotions over her leaving versus her staying, and it was just, I don't know, such a great episode. I don't know how I made it through that one without crying. Probably just because I just, it was one of those ones where I knew that the flashback was not going to end well. They probably should have just not shown us the infected, because then it would have just come out of nowhere and I might have been lulled into a false sense of security and they could have got me going. But we could all see it coming. And so I think that helped to kind of keep me from from losing it a little bit. I don't know what this episode is going to do, though. This is the second to last episode of the season, so I'm guessing something big's going to happen. I just don't know what. I don't know whether they're basically going to take the whole ending part and kind of split it in two, so that's episode 8 and 9, or if it's going to kind of just continue on from where we were, because Joel should still anyway be out of it. I mean, honestly, it's a miracle he survived, to be perfectly honest. But he should still be pretty much incapable of defending them if they come under attack, which writer brain says is the perfect time for them to come under attack. And we also had the setup. I mean, literally almost Chekhov's gun at this point, Chekhov's rifle, with Joel finally showing Ellie how to shoot. Granted, she didn't get a chance to really dial in her accuracy, but she now at least kind of has some pointers from Joel. And I'm guessing that's going to come back. So maybe someone's going to attack the house. We still have those raiders that they ran into at the college out there. They might be looking for revenge, so they may have tracked them to this house and will try to get them. And Ellie will basically have to defend the place all by herself. That's what I'm guessing anyway. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it.
We don't quit. Whether it's 2 minutes.
I had to say again, I really appreciate the show did not force us to watch her kill Riley. Unexpected small moment of kindness from the show. It's amazing how you get conditioned by audio. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who every time you hear the HBO, oh, you immediately expect it to go. I'm still salty about how that show ended. I think I might have to get the soundtrack to this. Guitar is my favorite instrument.
Wow, that is very interesting. Please tell me more.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Oh no.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. I've read this passage too many times. But do you remember what comes next? For there will be no more death. Neither sorrow nor crying. Neither will there be any more pain.
Look around you, bro.
When can we bury him?
The ground is too cold to dig.
Burn him. I mean, there's a risk of infection, and I'm not talking about cordyceps. There's reasons why we dispose of dead bodies. Granted, it is super cold, so maybe it's like him being in a freezer, so I don't know.
I sense doubt in there.
They haven't lost faith in you, David. They're just scared.
Not from them.
I still believe. The last 6 months have been hard.
For all of us.
This would be like the worst possible town for me to end up stuck in this situation.
With me.
I am both an atheist and an iconoclast, like an actual iconoclast, not someone who just like uses the word. So this town would be a nightmare for me. They'd probably kill me in the first week after the after shit went sideways. Shun the non-believer.
You thirsty?
Nah, crap. Is that the last of the jerky? Is he eating, though? Like, I mean, I'm very concerned by the fact that it seems like he's not drinking.
I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Is she gonna try to go out and hunt? I see some... Those are bunny tracks, right? Aw, man. I love the way they shoot the show, where they have these, like, kind of, I want to call them claustrophobic shots sometimes, where it's like it's deliberately filmed so that our awareness of the environment is very limited. So it feels like she could be ambushed at any moment, you know? Yep. Sorry, little bunny foo-foo. Dang it. You're making too much noise, Ellie. I'm not a hunter, and I know that. Is that a sound of deer or elk or whatever is around here? Or what do they call that? Is that running? When they're fighting and like smacking their antlers against each other or hitting them against trees and stuff? That's a biggin, Ellie. Are you going to even be able to get that back to the house and everything? Or, you know, field dress it or any of that stuff? Do you know any of that? Now, what I've been told by friends who hunt is that you try to get a shot straight through the heart so that the animal doesn't panic much and run far. So basically a quick kill.
Quickly, whoever shot it's probably nearby.
Don't! Drop your rifles! Now! Turn and face me. Slow. Any sudden moves, I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for Buddy Boy. Turn around and walk away.
Okay.
Just go.
Okay, all I ask is 10 seconds of your time.
Oh my goodness. He really is a preacher. All I'm asking for is 10 seconds of your time.
You can't drag this back on your own. We're not
He's
asking
right.
for charity. We can trade you.
Medicine? Like for infections.
We do. Back in our village, you're welcome to follow us.
I'm not following you anywhere. Buddy boy can go get it.
Talk to Howard. He's got a case with some penicillin. Bring back 2 bottles and a syringe. It's not code, James. Do as I said.
I was sitting there wondering if it was code too. Maybe the guy's more honest than I expected.
A while before James gets back, I have some oil and matches in my pack. We could take shelter, start a fire.
Bring him with us. Go.
What do these guys weigh? About a good 150? That's so surreal.
I actually started believing after the world ended. Before that, I was a teacher. Math. Taught kids about your age.
So you went from teacher to preacher because what, it fucking rhymes?
Yeah, exactly.
Ellie.
Well, your luck had to run out sooner or later.
There's no such thing as luck.
That's literally all there is, buddy.
I believe everything happens for a reason. It does.
At least he's sincere.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Turns out he was murdered by this crazy man. And get this, that crazy man was traveling with a little girl.
Those were your guys, huh?
Everything happens for a reason. James, lower the gun. Did you bring the medicine?
Yeah, but
Throw it to her.
David.
I'm really not sure what to feel about this guy right now.
I know you're not with a group. You won't survive for long out there. I can protect you.
So you're just gonna let her get away?
Ellie, you're gonna have to start doing something to obscure your track. Too bad you didn't bring a blanket with you. Do you even know how to administer a course of penicillin, Ellie? It's not like you just give a person a shot or two. What is that, like, usually a week, isn't it? Well, that's with pills, though. I have no idea how you do it with the injection. I wonder if the preacher guy is out for revenge or if he is trying to get to the truth of the situation. Because obviously he was told some crazy guy attacked us. Or at least it sounds like that's what he was told. Whereas we know that it was actually the reverse. They attacked them, you know? Just trying to keep them warm. We're just trying to gain comfort. Oh, listening to his heart, duh. Nah, I'm gonna spill the beans.
What is it?
Venison.
But I think I was told you have to, like, soak venison for a long time before you can really cook it if you want it to taste alright. Is it soak or boil or I don't know. I think it's soak.
You should kill him. You should kill both of them.
What kind of preacher are you?
I know you think you don't have a father anymore. But the truth is, Hannah, you will always have a father. And you will show him respect when he's speaking.
Okay, so yeah, you've definitely gone full-blown cult leader. This is a shame. It's a whole group of people who are probably going to have to be taken out. Yet another sad situation. And stuff like that doesn't just pop up out of nowhere in someone's personality. Makes me wonder what he did to the students that he taught. You guys need to move. And what a shitty situation. So yeah, Ellie's going to have to basically hold down the fort. I wonder if people who see that wound in the future are going to think he's been bit, because it's not lost on me that it ended up looking like it's in the shape of at least, half a bite. Gonna try to move him, get him back on the oh no, just okay, never mind. Getting them water and stuff. Well, shit. Yeah, that many birds. They got spooked by something. Shit.
If we leave her out here, she'll die. Yeah, maybe that's God's will.
I mean, that's the problem with stuff like that, is any and everything can be made to be or not to be God's will. It all depends on just what you want to think, you know?
Joel, wake up. Joel, wake the fuck up, Joel.
You're gonna have to do this basically on your own.
I'm gonna lead them away from you. But if anybody makes it down here, you fucking kill them. You got it? Joel, do not fall asleep.
You can't help it. 6 men with rifles.
Alive!
They're gonna shoot the horse. I mean, these men are experienced hunters, so they probably could.
Do it.
The ruthless person who lives at the back of my head knows that he's gonna have to kill that guy, because that was the challenges to his authority are escalating from now.
You so hungry for vengeance? Deliver it.
People keep carrying people in ways that will completely exhaust them in only a couple of minutes of this show. Yeah, okay. Where Joel managed to hide, is he gonna freaking hamstring this guy or something? Oof. Oh, what a shitty way to go. They do kills very viscerally sometimes in this. Still got a couple minutes of awareness left there too. Reclaim the knife, Joel. And go for the gun too, obviously. Got her in a damn cage. You're gonna break her now, make her accept you as her Lord and Savior. What is this, a vet?
Let me out.
Well, that's certainly the goal.
Oh no. Oh,
Hungry?
no, I know what this is.
Why am I in a cage?
This is where they butcher animals.
Why don't we just start with your name?
Eat shit.
You can't survive on your own, but I can help you.
I'm not on my own.
You gotta face reality. That part of your life, it's ending. But if you can't find a way to trust me, then yes, you are alone.
Yeah, I see your game now, buddy. That's one thing I do expect to happen if shit ever hits the fan like this. There'll be a lot of random little cults that'll pop up. People looking for anything to find meaning in what happened to them, to find hope that things could get better.
Timothy?
Well, Timothy dead, bro. You about to be dead too.
Oh, shit.
It's clever. He's just collecting them.
I don't know any girl. Oh, Jesus!
Definitely not his first rodeo.
Silver Lake. Ah.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to kill him.
Why the fuck did you do that? He told you what you wanted.
Because he can't leave you guys alive.
It's okay.
No.
I believe him.
No.
Oh. Pretty unlikely you're gonna be able to do that by hand. What do you see? Oh, it's the body of the guy.
That's not untrue.
Guy. Oh my god, venison. You motherfuckers are cannibals.
You're gonna chop me up into little pieces.
I'd rather not. Please just tell me your name.
Sometimes you have to give your captor a little bit.
You're eating people, you sick fuck!
Now, I would say that people who die of natural causes in this situation, I mean, fucking eat them. I mean, meat is meat.
You're a natural leader. You're smart, loyal, violent. I'm a shepherd surrounded by sheep, and all I want is an equal.
Buddy, starting to sound an awful lot like you want to create a bride for yourself with Ellie.
They do what I tell them to do, and they would follow us.
He is.
Think of what we could do together. As strong as we are, we'd make this place perfect. Imagine the life we could give them.
He's quite good at this. But I'm trying to figure out if Ellie's also trying to play him right now. She doesn't really have a play to make at the moment. Trapped in there the way she is, you know? How old is she supposed to be?
Ow! 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 Let's see what I go tell the others now.
Tell them that Ellie is a little girl who broke her fucking finger!
How did you put it? Tiny little pieces?
It would have been better if you had kept that under control, because the situation you're in right now, outbursts aren't going to help. But he read her well. I mean, it is basically her nature. She can't help it. Damn, Joel. Doing all this, like, well, literally a couple days ago, you were actually not even at Death's door. You were all the way in Death's, like, freaking foyer, like, checking out Death's magazines. It's where to keep their supplies. That's Ellie's backpack, right? It's been a while since I've been in a canoe. This is what I meant. They've moved past just like, you know, doing it when necessary with people who died of natural causes and stuff. They're hunting people.
Please don't!
You had your chance!
No! I'm infected! I'm infected. And now so are you. What did you
Oh, shit, buddy.
Everything happens for a reason, right?
This isn't real. That looks pretty fucking real to me.
I was about to say, now you got that cleaver. Gotta find somewhere to hide quick, Ellie. Whew. Maybe everything does happen for a reason, eh, buddy? Because you clearly needed to be dealt with. Oh, Ellie, come on now. Sometimes you make rash decisions. You knew he had a gun. If he still had the gun out, that would have been the end of you. Would have just popped your dome.
There's no way out, Ellie. The doors are locked, and I have the keys.
I mean, dude, there's windows.
What's the secret? Or are you just that fucking special?
I think that's really what's driving.
You don't know how good I am!
He feels the need to be special.
You don't know what I could have given you! Just let me!
Fucking lunatic, bro.
I've changed my mind. I've decided you do need a father. So I'm gonna keep you.
I'm gonna keep you? Jesus Christ.
Ellie?
If you guys want to see just how disturbing the implications are of this fucker, look up kept woman. Groin, Ellie. Go for the groin.
Fuck.
You know what, though? The bite raises an interesting question for me. We know Ellie, the infection doesn't progress inside of her own body, but if she bites someone else, no, but we know that it's cordyceps, so it has to spread through the little filaments and stuff, so yeah, it wouldn't infect anybody else if she bites someone.
I thought you already knew. The fighting is the part I like the most.
Oh my god, dude, you need to die, like, now.
There's no fear in love.
Get him! There you go. Hack his bits off. Okay, sweetie. He's dead. Calm down now. Where's Joel to give her a nice big old hug? She needs a hug right now.
No! Get off of me! No!
It's me.
Jesus.
It's me. It's okay, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
You know, I often say that no one deserves to die, but that some people have to. And guys like that make me wonder if I'm wrong about the first part. Jesus fucking Christ. I really hope that that took care of enough of the, I don't know, leadership here to keep them from having to deal with more people from this town. Because I'm hoping that most of the other people aren't nearly as bloodthirsty or, you know, delusional and everything as that guy, but we saw that several of them still want vengeance, you know? And there's probably, at least another good 30 or 40 people there. And that's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with on your own. The most probable situation since, David died and we saw the cult leader, what was his name? Because David was his number 2, right? What was the cult leader's name? Is it Paul or something like that?
Look, I think you're a little confused.
It's like another biblical type name, I thought. But, with the head of the snake cut off and his second in command killed, typically with situations that are being held together by a strong man leader, especially a religious type one, they usually will just fall completely apart without their leader, which is good for Joel and Ellie, but also kind of sad because obviously he wasn't lying about one part of this. This whole group of people relied on him, they needed him to basically create a situation in which they could survive. And I don't think most of them will be able to do that without him. But on the other hand, dude was a fucking lunatic. and he needed to go. So yeah, I mean, as usual with this story, it doesn't really offer a lot of good options. Like the best scenario is still a pretty shitty scenario. And it's like, what do we have? The competing themes. And this episode actually, I guess, kind of underscored one of the big themes that I know that the writers want to talk about, which is this concept of love and how sort of all-consuming and potentially dangerous love can be, even though it's obviously something that most of us, I would say, seek our entire lives. We put a lot of effort into finding love, and part of that is just the biological drives we have. Part of it is the need, I think, of an aware mind to not feel alone with itself, and that's mirrored with the cordyceps, this like the desires it seems to have, so to speak. And I'll say desires because I don't think you need awareness to have desire. It's a slight step up from just basic biological need, but I don't think it requires awareness to get to that point. And I think cordyceps may be kind of hovering at that level where its drives, maybe partially because of how it inhabits all these other types of beings, is sort of right there on the edge of what we would understand as the emotion of desire, but probably not quite at it yet. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe those sorts of transitional points between levels of of mental capacity or intellectual capacity, or however you want to put it, because even saying mental capacity might not be correct because, it doesn't have a brain. We know that, but you look at things like slime molds and stuff, they don't have brains either, but they can effectively mimic the behaviors of brains. And, you think about it, if you are mimicking something, it gets difficult to really define sometimes whether or not you are actually doing the thing that you are, supposedly just mimicking. So there's a whole bunch of gray area there. But yeah, that theme of like how dangerous love can be, and then mirrored with the other theme of sort of like just having to do what you have to do, just like your survival is probably at some point going to be bought by someone else's death, or by taking away the chance of someone else's survival. And how do you handle that? Your only other option is just to roll over and let yourself die. And it's just, sad all around. But yeah, I'm glad Ellie was able to stop what that guy was going to try to do to her, Yeah, it really got to me at the end there, just how close she came to, just all manner of violations in this episode. But she made it. She managed to survive, and she'll be all right. So, well, she probably won't be all right, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so anyway, we got one episode left. So I'm guessing that they either, depending on how far they wanted to go with the story from the first game, which again, I have not played, though I do know the big thing that happens at the end, because spoiler culture. But I don't know whether or not we're going to get to the setup for that, or the scenes for that in the next episode, or if they're going to push that into season 2. I heard a rumor that the second game is actually going to be getting 2 whole seasons. So, I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but there is a rumor going around that the show will get 3 seasons of TV, with seasons 2 and 3 dealing mostly with the second game. So that could mean that we will get the resolution of the first game in the maybe first half of the second season, and then everything else will be the second game. Or they could just go the regular route and just in the first game's storyline in the next episode, and then just devote the whole next season and possibly third season to the events of the second game. Because from what I heard, the second game has even more story in it, so they probably could spread it across 2 seasons. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of that nail biter of an episode. And did you instantly distrust Preacher Man like I did? And if so, why? I'm just always skeptical of religious leaders anyway. I've seen so much hypocrisy and bullshit from them that I just don't trust them anyhow. But I'm sure not everyone has the same reason for having instantly gone. I don't know about that guy like I did. So let me know what your reason was in the comments, what you thought of the episode, and if you haven't played the games and don't know what's coming, let me know your speculation. If you have played the games and you heard me ask any questions or have any misconceptions that you can answer or clear up without any spoilers, either for the first game or the second, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you want to talk to other people about stuff that does have spoilers in it, just please use a spoiler warning and give a couple lines of space so that people don't just, accidentally spoil themselves about the plot of the games, myself included, okay? Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and do your best to stay safe and be well. I will see you next week for the finale, and don't get bit. And also, don't go trying to make any little 14-year-old brides for yourselves. Bye-bye.
This community is more like one big family. It's a small town community. Everybody kind of works together to make everything harmonize. It's a good life.
And Hamburger Helper's there to help. With 1 pound and 1 pan, you've got a meal everyone loves. Hamburger Helper. 1 pound, 1 pan.